Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, on this Wednesday, January 28th, coming to you with tonight's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. I have the info about Johnny and the mother of his child, and I will clear up all the rumors about the number of kids he may or may not have. And guess what, you guys? Rick the Ick, he has an ally, and you are going to crack up once you realize who is bonding in the 90 Day Fiance world. Okay, so first, I want to say hello to everyone that is in my live chat. Um, of course, my thing wants to freeze on me. Hi, IB Trash Talking. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Murky Moros. Hi, Menopausal Queen. Two of my moderators are in the chat. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Isabella. Let's see who else is in here. Hi, Deirdre. Hi, Pancho. Hi, Durango Girl. And hi, Jadavis. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. So, I have some tea for you guys about Johnny and the mother of his child. And yeah, it looks like Rick is bonding with someone in the 90-day atmosphere. And I'm going to get into that as well. So, hi, Bonnie. Hi, Messina. Hi, Kate. Thank you for joining me. So, I hope everybody is keeping warm. Um, Snowstorm may be over for the most of us, but snow is supposed to come this weekend for us here on the East Coast, and we're supposed to have really, really cold temperatures. I hate the fucking cold. But anyway, I hope everybody is keeping safe and warm. And let's hop right on into this. So, first off, Emma and Ziad, who haven't been shown much and honestly haven't given us much as for a storyline. Okay. Um Apparently she got interviewed by Access Hollywood and Extra. No, I'm sorry, Extra, not Access Hollywood. So she was all excited about her interview with Extra, and it seems like her and Forrest are in like a text thread. She posted, her text to Forrest. I'm watching you guys now. I'm watching the episode for you. So her and Forrest are like buddy buddy. Okay. So Emma is so boring on her season. I mean, there's really like, I mean, in my opinion, you guys, the minute Ziad finds out about Moroccan Mohammed, Emma's going to be on the next flight. Okay. So I have a feeling her storyline is wrapping up really soon. So she posted this video of herself back in the day, before fillers, before boobs, before all that, um, showing off a wig. Okay, I guess wigs have been her passion for a long time, and she used to have a YouTube channel where she would do wig fits and crap like that. So let me share with you. This is Emma back in the day wearing a different wig and without fillers and stuff.
But I'm constantly getting asked about my hair. This video is how I made this exact wig that I'm wearing right now, and this is a 20-inch wig, and it has three or four bundles, and it has a lace frontal. So this is how long it is. I don't know if you guys can see.
So there you go. That was Emma back in the day before she got all her fillers and all her stuff done, showing off her wig. So, you know how Laura has been really chatty on the gram? Well, she hasn't been so chatty in the past couple of days. It was her birthday, though, so a happy birthday to Laura. Birkan, or as I like to call him, Ping Pong, went live this afternoon on Instagram, and he talked about that scene from the first night when he and Laura got back to the Airbnb and Laura went to bed and he stood on the sofa like this watching TV. Well, he talked about that night. So let me share so you can hear it from his mouth.
Talked about that I didn't go to bed with her, and everybody was like, "No affections, watching TV. Okay, this is not a relationship. He is not interested." No, actually, sex was never my first priority, but respect is my first priority. Okay, she flew 20 hours, and after 20 hours, we go right into shooting, and we spend all day shooting. She was tired. I was tired because of waiting, because of everything. And at some point, it is not going to be like, hey, welcome, let's fuck. You shouldn't do that. Give her space. And if she is feeling good, if she's, if she wants to rest, she should rest. If she doesn't want, so that's her choice, not mine actually. Because I was already here. She flew all the way to Turkey.
It's good to see that he's still with his old habits, hanging out in the cafe, um smoking whatever they call that again. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm going to call it hookah. Doing his thing because that's where he was doing this live. He was taking hits of it, and so it's good to see that he's still doing his thing. Yeah, okay, dude, whatever. Sex is not your priority. Menopausal queen, you're absolutely right. Money and the green card is his priority. Okay, whatever, dude. So Lisa is a fucking hot mess express. Okay. And at one point, her and her last ex-wife, the one that she's still technically married to on this season, the one that, Faith has to make sure that those divorce papers get mailed ASAP so the divorce is finalized. When she was with that ex-wife, they lived off the grid. So I found an account that Lisa was using on social media when she was living the off the grid life. And I want to share with you a video that she posted giving a tour of her living space.
I got an early birthday present from so many people. Here's the bedroom. As you see, we actually have a living room. Say hey, Kason. There's my beautiful new plant and a nice, beautiful table to separate it from the kitchen. And we're starting to get things done. Yes, the walls aren't done yet, but things are coming in place. At least it's coming together. And of course, the bathroom. For now. Thanks, guys.
So, what do you guys think about her off the grid living? Brittany, I agree with you. Where did your comment go? Here we go. Ping pong cannot be trusted, and Lisa is a lost cause. I agree with you on that, Brittany. So, yes, Lisa and her ex wife were living off the grid at one point. Jovon and Anna, I like her, not so much him. Anna posted to her story. This was Jovan's first jo- Jubilee experience in the Philippines. And yes, we were wearing glasses because there was no filming. We are both nearsighted and have astigmatism. That's why he squints a lot, especially when there were lights during filming. Food tripping is one of our favorite activities together. A couple that stuffs their face together stays together. So, anyway, then now we move on to Forrest and Sheena. Okay, Forrest posting pictures, and He says, finally found my soulmate. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. By the way, Tim Hortons was in the Philippines. Now, you guys know that I have done my research into the Forrest files. First of all, there was this picture of Sheena and Forrest in the Philippines in 2019. Then, when I dug further into the Forrest files, it turns out that Forrest visited the bed and breakfast, Sheena's parents' bed and breakfast, back in November of 2023. And it was just like, okay, is this turning into another bullshit storyline? If you guys haven't checked it out, I did an Oy vey a couple of days ago where I basically covered everything that I uncovered in the Forest Files. But now, unfortunately, it looks like that even though I wouldn't say the relationship is fake, but the storyline itself is fake. They're not just meeting right now for the first time. Some of these conversations probably did happen, but they're not happening right now on TV. You know what I mean, you guys? Like, this is a reenactment of something that happened years ago. And that's just fake. Okay? I mean, it's one thing to fudge the storyline a little bit, but this is fudging it a lot. So, not happy about Forrest and Sheena. They were actually my favorite couple until all this shit started coming out. So, you see, that's what I don't get. Like, why lie about meeting? Well, I guess he wouldn't qualify to be on the show. Got to collect those TLC checks somehow. I don't know. It's just very disappointing. So disappointing. Okay, so Rick the Ick. He's on Facebook dating, you guys. Okay. And I felt compelled to do a reel on Instagram and a short here on YouTube because, I got to warn you guys. So, in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to share it for you guys so you can get the context of what I'm about to get into. Okay. So, let me share. My Rick the Ick is on the prowl short that is also on my Instagram page. So if you haven't checked it out on my Instagram, if you don't mind going over there and just giving it a like, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Guys, I just realized that my short isn't playing. Hold on. Sometimes StreamYard gets on my last nerve. I'm like sitting here and I realize nothing's playing. Okay, so this is my short that had somebody come and jump to Rick the Ick's defense. Okay, so take two. Now, since I'm a girl's girl and all that, I feel the deep duty to let all of my fellow ladies in the LA and surrounding areas know that Rick the Ick is on the prowl on Facebook dating. So if you happen to have a profile on Facebook dating and you live in the LA or the surrounding areas or anywhere for that matter, just keep in mind that Rick the Ick, the dude who brings a vinyl sheet on vacation or a body bag, whichever way you want to see it. And yeah, so basically, he's on the prowl again, ladies. He's on Facebook dating. So just keep an eye out for Rick the Ick. I mean, it's bad when even the lemurs know that you're an ick. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't already, and check out all of my recaps and 90-day OIVs for the best gossip around. Okay, so I posted this on YouTube and on Instagram, and um, Rick had somebody jump to his defense in the comments. Okay, do you guys remember Scott? Yeah, the Scott that was on the Family Chantel for about 5 minutes and got into a fight with Pedro. Well, he decided to hop in my comments, you guys, and scold me like he's my dad. Okay. He says, kibbles and bits. Oh, I wonder where he got that from. His buddy Angela, maybe? Leave the guy alone. Everyone uses dating apps that's single. As a person, I don't like you. You slander and bully cast members. As a respiratory therapist, lay off the cancer sticks. Advice: try being a decent human being and stop attempting to destroy cast member lives. Get a life, buy a dog, or get a friend. You keep doing this, and I'll have your Instagram shut down. Clean up the content. Hang on, you guys. I gotta find a cancer stick. Oh, I am shaking in my boots. The Instagram police, as in E. Scott, is going to come after my account. Do I look like I give a flying fuck that he doesn't like me? I find this so fucking amusing because then it just opened up for all the other assholes to come on my page. Yeah. So listen, Karen Avon, you wanted the attention. I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, in my annoying, grating voice, so you could hear me in your dreams, bitch. Okay, so here I go in my annoying, grating voice, bitch. I agree with you too, Scott. Agree in caps, you guys. Feel the same way as you, man. Leave this poor man alone. He's not bothering anyone. I don't like this Kiki either. She picks on everyone. Look in the lady mirror. I'm sorry, look in the mirror, lady, and pick yourself apart. There's plenty to pick at. Your voice is obnoxious and makes my body tension whenever I hear your groggy voice. Leave the 90-day cast members alone. So I have a quick question for you, Karen. Why the fuck are you following me? Why the fuck are you following me if I'm so obnoxious? I'm such a bully. I pick on everybody. My voice makes your skin crawl. My voice is groggy and annoying. I'm going to keep talking just to annoy the fuck out of you. You wanted the attention? You got it, bitch. Okay? There you go. Keep listening to my annoying, groggy voice. Anyway, so, of course, guess what? Rick the Ick, he likes Scott's comment. No surprise, because the two of them are licking each other's asses now in their stories, okay? Rick will post a video of him working out, and Scott's like, hey man, I'll lift at you anytime, my brother. So it kind of figures that two of the ickiest people to ever appear on our TV screens, thanks to 90 Day 90 Day Fiance spinoff, okay, are male bonding. I'll live at you anytime, brother. Yeah, uh-huh. This Kiki bitch is such a bully, you know. She's such a bully. As I light my other cancer stick. And by the way, I'm going to say it again. And this is not for anybody in my live chat because everyone in we have such a great community in my live chat. And I love everyone in my live chat. But if you're watching me on the replay and you don't like the fact that I curse and that I smoke while I do these videos, then I'm sorry. Respectfully, you're on the wrong fucking channel. I have smoked and cursed from day one, and this is going on year 4. I have been doing this longer than E. Scott has ever appeared on our TV screens. Okay. So this is going on year 4, and I have smoked and cursed from day one. So if that really bothers you, don't even bother writing me a comment about it, telling me I'm annoying, that I curse too much, that I smoke too much, because all I'm going to do is block you. That's my resolution for 2026. If you're going to come in my comments and you're going to attack me physically, the fact that I curse, the fact that I smoke, anything like that, bye. Bye. Okay? Go get your tea somewhere else. There's hundreds of channels that cover 90 Day Fiance. You and I both know that. Okay? You can go and get your tea from somewhere else. I'm not dealing with the bullshit. Okay? So Scott could respectfully kiss my ass, and I told him so. And Rick, you know, I mean, even the lemurs were looking at you like, ugh, get away from me. So that's kind of bad. And if you want to go and mail bond with Scott, that's on you. Dude, that's on you. So anyway, Trisha takes to her stories today, and she's like, me thinking about how my father would react when he is going to meet Rick. Well, if I was your father, I would flip the fuck out and tell him to get the fuck away from my daughter. So anyway, if you guys haven't checked it out already, please check out my B90 recap that I did with Nikki Faces Reality. Nikki is a fellow New Yorker. She's from the Bronx, and we had a great time together. So if you haven't checked out that recap, please do. Greta finally announces officially, which we've known for months, that she lives in England full time now. Okay. And Madeline is suddenly posting all of her wedding pictures, even though looks like the marriage is over. And I guess in response to all of the trans comments that have been made about her online, Madeline posted this collage of herself, of pictures, I guess, from different stages of her life. I don't know. I don't know. The tell all was a fucking hot mess express, or her screaming beach every 5 seconds at Chloe. I mean, it actually amused me, not for nothing. Luke, on the other hand, he is fucking living his best life, okay? I have to mute the music for this one, but he is on a boat with his friends, living the best life. And honestly, you know, I think he's better off without her. And he looks more relaxed. Okay, let's put it that way. Let me get this video up for you guys. Okay. So here we go. Luke popping bottles on a yacht, living his best life with no Madeline in sight. So there you go, living his best life. Okay. Now, let me get myself back here. And here I go. Okay. He spends a lot of time in the gym, though. Okay. If he's not popping bottles on a boat, he is spending most of his time in the gym. And he is really milking this thing, okay, with him and Chloe and these Photoshop pictures. Yes, soft launch with Chloe, my ass, okay? Even though you and Madeline may or may not be together, we both know that Madeline would tear his head off, chew it up, and spit it out, okay? So, Chloe took to the gram with a couple of question and answers, and she was asking people what was their favorite part of Tell All Part 1. And someone said, we love a girl's girl. Thank you for being there for Manon. And she says, Manon for life. Someone said you remained classy despite Madeline continually attacking you. You handled it all so well. And then someone else said their favorite part was her flipping off Madeline. So she flips off Madeline again. And then she says that her and Luke matching was definitely not planned. Okay. Now, do you guys see the resemblance with Chloe and a Labubu? Okay, she brought this whole thing up at the tell all saying that she thrives off of her haters' comments and that she's seeing comments that she looks like a Labubu. I don't know, girl. So, anyway, okay, this is what you guys all been waiting for. Johny, how many kids he may or may not have, his um the mother of his child, all that stuff. Okay, first off, I need to give credit and a shout out to Tina Goodwin McGinn on Facebook. She is the originator of the picture that I shared with you guys that had a heart over Johny's the the mother of Johnny's child's face. Remember that picture I showed you guys? Well, she is the original source of that picture, and I want to thank her for sending me the original showing her face. Okay, so Johny, congratulations to Johny and Emily. Okay, Emily and Johny have been in each other's lives for a long time. They have dated on and off for 3 years. This is a picture of them um visiting Disney in March of 2025. Okay. And Johny explained to me that he was with Emily, and okay, he was with Emily when he met Chloe. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. He was with Emily when he met Chloe, and he did his thing with Chloe, and Chloe went back and told Emily, and that's why they broke up at that time. But before that, they were on and off for 3 years. And so then he said before he knew it, he was filming with Chloe, which lines up to what he told me when I met up with him in Aruba. Because he said that basically how he wound up on the show, because I asked him whose idea was it to be on the show, yours or Chloe's. He said that there was a 90-day producer already in Aruba getting ready to film with Chloe's friend and her man, and decided that Chloe and Johny would be a better fit for the show. And that before he knew it, he was signing a contract and filming. So it happened very fast. So I was thinking back to the conversation, and I'm like, okay, that kind of lines up for what he told me in the beginning. So I'm like losing my train of thought. Okay, so he said that he hooked up with Chloe. Chloe told Emily all about it. Emily broke up with him. Before he knew it, he was filming the show with Chloe. But then during filming, there was more and more things coming out about Chloe's moral values. Didn't get into details, okay, about her moral values that opened his eyes about her. Now, as you guys may or may not know, on part one of the tell all, Johny basically told on Chloe that she has a sugar daddy that at one point sent her $20,000. I'm sorry. A Jude is not sending you $20,000 for nothing. You are reciprocating somehow, okay, for receiving that money. I don't want to hear it. So Johny said that when he started realizing that Chloe's morals, weren't what he thought they were. So him and Chloe broke up, and him and Emily got back together. And yes, they are expecting a child. So these are beautiful maternity pictures, and there were a lot more put up by Johny. But unfortunately, Emily has now made all of her accounts private. I could imagine the messages she must be getting about Johnny being a cheating douchebag. Now, as for the rumors on the number of kids he has, I have asked him again, and he told me again that this is his first child. Okay. Now, I know that there's rumors that he has anywhere from 6 to 11 kids and that this is going to be his 12th. Honestly, you guys, you think if there was children wandering around out there of Johnny, especially if he had six, one of the baby mamas would have came forward on Reddit, Facebook, somewhere. I mean, especially since the rumors say two are in the US, four are allegedly in Aruba. I would think by now one of the baby mamas would have came forward. But all I can say is I asked Johnny twice and he said, no, this is his first child. Okay. So I could only take his word for it. I've been thinking back, to the conversation I had with him when I met up with him in Aruba, which remember guys, it was only like an hour or so. We just had pancakes. And I'm thinking back to everything that he told me and then how the show played itself out with him, and we all know how in every couple, every season, we need to have one shiny and innocent and the other one villain asshole. Okay. Not saying Johnny is perfect. He's far from fucking perfect, but I feel like he got the villain asshole at it while Chloe is all shiny and innocent. This is all my personal opinions. Okay. You could tell me to shove them up my ass, but you know something? This is my channel and this is why I created this channel. So, anyway, okay, moving on. Manon. Let me look at my comments real quick to see if there's anything that I should be addressing. I'm sorry, you guys. I get on these rants and then I don't even see my comments. I want to see if there's any questions or anything that you guys want me to address. And of course, my thing wants to freeze on me now. Okay, here we go. I just want to double check. I agree with you, menopausal queen, about Ashley looking like a labubu. And with Ashley and Chantel, I call her Chantel's labubu because of the height difference. Okay. Especially when Chantel is wearing heels. The height difference between the two of them cracks me up. But okay. I'm just going through. Let's see here. Yes, Becca Max. Yes, Kimberly is pregnant. And she did a reel about a week or two ago, basically blasting TJ out of the water. Yes, yes. Let's see. Menopausal queen, you're too funny. That's all I have to say. Oh, grateful Val. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sometimes people make me feel like I'm such a horrible person because I say fuck and I smoke. Like, excuse me, you do realize I'm turning 52 this year and that I am a fucking adult and I can do whatever the fuck I want and you don't pay my bills. Yeah. Okay. And E. Scott, if you're watching, you can kiss my ass. Just saying. Okay. Manon was on a roll, you guys, during the tell all. Okay. She had a chip on her shoulder from the minute she walked out of her hotel, and she was not happy. So, at the end of part one, she is backstage crying to get her dress off. She got her dress off and she left. So Chloe was the only cast member that checked on her when she was crying. I mean, her husband was back there with her, but so apparently Manon has blocked the rest of the cast. She says, I blocked everyone from the cast. I don't deal with low lifers. But Chloe was the only one who talked to me, didn't isolate me, don't judge me. She's more mature than all these people twice her age. Okay, now I just want to defend Greta for a second. The rest of them, no. Greta and Jenny. Okay, I'm gonna defend Greta and Jenny. Greta, to me, looked like she was scared shitless of Manon. Okay, she looked like that she was afraid that if she were to say two words to her, that Manon would like rip her arm off, chew it, and then use the bones as like a toothpick. Okay, so Greta looked like she was scared shitless. Jenny is just apathetic to everything that's going on around her. Jenny couldn't give two flying shits. She was probably still um shaking off the what do you call it? The time change. She looked exhausted, and Jenny is just usually apathetic. Okay, to get a few lines out of her, you're lucky. So Manon, being angry at Greta and Jenny, I would ask her to reconsider from what I've seen on TV. I don't know, maybe there was some other stuff that went on behind the scenes that we didn't see. Maybe Jenny cursed her out and we didn't see that. But I'm just saying, from what I see, Greta and Jenny, maybe you could cut them some slack. The rest of them, you do what you want. So anyway, Manon is really happy. She is back in LA, her old stomping grounds, hanging out with her friends, Sean and Leah, so she is happy because like she said on the tell-all, LA has become her home and France has become Anthony's home. Ain't that some shit? So Manon posted to her stories that someone is looking for a roommate or a one bedroom situation. And is she asking for a friend? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Well, while the tell all was airing, Manon hopped on Gabe's live on Instagram where she talked about Anthony's new look because Anthony shaved his mustache, in case you guys haven't watched the tell all yet. So I just want to share this with you so you could hear what Manon has to say about Anthony's new look.
No, I miss the fucking mustache so fucking bad. Ugh.
Does he have it back yet? Did it grow back yet?
No, now he has like the goatee,
Oh,
but I
He's-
don't like that either.
never gonna have mustache only now.
Oh, he better have the mustache back someday if he wants me to like, give him some little like fireworks in the bedroom, or that ain't gonna happen.
He's just
Yeah, I mean, actually, I should not be saying that though, because I don't want to spoil too much and everything, but it's not doing good right now. Not doing good.
Well, maybe if he grew the mustache back, maybe that's what you need, the mustache.
Maybe that's gonna help. I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him. Maybe. Actually, him doing something for me once may help. Yeah, that's for sure. Bam. Yeah, something that I actually like for once.
Oh, my face is hurting from swelling. Oh.
I'm so glad you're live though. I was like, let me just ask him if I can go live with him. That's hilarious.
I was waiting. I felt like you were gonna come on. I was waiting for.
So there you go. Are you guys surprised that she's not happy with his new look? I mean, I'm not surprised, okay? So yeah, there you go. And I will be very, very happy when Dylan and Patia are gone from our screens permanently. I'm so sick of these two. She comes out on stage and he's like, babe, are your boobs hanging out? Tuck them away. Excuse me? You're sitting here shirtless in your car for no apparent reason. Tuck your boobs away. What the fuck, dude? Please. So if you haven't checked out the recap of Tell All Part 1 for this Hot Mess Express known as The Other Way, please do. Okay, on today, Elizabeth, her kids, Elizabeth's sisters all had a family day on Chuck's boat. And while it's sad that Chuck is no longer with us, it is nice to see them carrying on the family tradition. Chuck used to love taking everybody out on boat trips and stuff. So it was nice, seeing them out, and carrying on a tradition that Chuck loves. Um, and speaking of Elizabeth's sisters and siblings, we have her brother Charlie with his wife Megan, and we have her sister Jen, who went out on one date with Josh on Single Life and broke up with him. Yeah, okay. So, bonjour from Yara. They're still having the time of their lives in France. And Dorsey, I'm not quite sure what the heck is going on with her here. She's trying to peddle her House of 11 stuff, but I can only imagine what a Darcy and Stacy body mist perfume would smell like. Okay, as a matter of fact, I don't want to know what it would smell like. So, in our Jasmine is a narcissistic bitch segment, basically, she is looking for a swimming teacher for her daughter. Okay, she is showing off the gifts that she got from her fans, I guess. This cute little coat clothing rack. This I'm gonna say it until I'm blue in the face. This poor baby looks like she wants to slap the phone out of her mother's hand every time she is shoving it in her face. But this is where, I'm just like, Jasmine, please, don't you know that there's people like me that are going to blow your shit out of the water every time? Okay, so Jasmine posts this perverted picture of her getting ready to put her hands up Matt's shorts, right? So someone in the comments was like, I wish Matt had a twin. And she goes, he has an identical twin. First of all, Matt's twin brother is not his identical twin. He's his fraternal twin, you fucking idiot, okay? You had a baby with a man and you don't know that his twin is his fraternal twin. Number one. Number two, why would you want to hook up one of your followers, fans, with someone who is allegedly not so nice? Okay? Um, from my research, he has a couple of open cases against him, and they are for DV and child abuse. So it's no wonder that Jazzy is not bragging about Matt's twin all the time, because we know that she would be using him for content like a motherfucker. Okay, but because I guess he has this questionable history. You guys, you could see it. It's all right there. Um, Jasmine doesn't talk about him much. So, Jasmine, he's a fraternal twin. Okay, just to let you know. And I get her in a way, because she's probably not looking forward to February 9th for two reasons. One, that is the premiere date of Single Life, and Gino's going to be back on our screens. And secondly, that's the day of her settlement conference for her divorce, which means that she has to go back to Michigan because it is an in person conference, as you can see here. And in person means that the judge wants both parties. They can't just send their lawyers to do it for them. He actually wants the parties in the settlement conference, because this is where he pushes for a settlement so it doesn't have to go to trial. So this is actually a really important day, and Jasmine's probably cranky as fuck that she has to go back to Michigan. February 9th is not going to be a good day for her. Okay, so speaking of Jasmine, her bestie, Nikki Exotica. Okay. She went live, and I'm not going to torture you guys with a clip from her live the day before her 50th birthday. So basically, come clean with everyone, to God, to fans, to everyone listening, that basically she was a sex worker and that she funded her whole lifestyle by doing that. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while, as I said before, this is going on year 4 of doing this. I reported back in 2023 on a tip that I received from someone that Nikki, aka Monica, was a sex worker. At the time in 2023, she was still active. Her ads were still active on the sites. And here was even some reviews from Monica. Okay. So she decided that she was going to go live and get it all off her chest and let everybody know that that's how she funded her lifestyle, etc., etc. I'm like, okay. So now I have a serious question. Why the fuck is there a GoFundMe for $50,000 for Nikki's birthday party? Thank you to the follower that sent this to me. Okay. $50,000 for a 50th birthday party. Okay. Now, for those of you that watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey, you are going to understand my next statement. I am so disappointed in Dolores Catania. She donated $500 to this fundraiser. From what I understand in the Real Housewives world, Dolores is one of the biggest, kind hearted people that you could ever deal with. And I feel like Nikki is taking advantage of her kind heartedness. And I can't believe that Dolores will let her do that. Okay. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I feel like I thought Dolores was smarter than this, and seeing that Dolores donated $500 for a 50th birthday party that she wants 50K for totally changed my perception of her. So, what the fuck? Why is she asking her fans for 50K for a 50th birthday party when she has tons of friends, you guys? Okay, friends like Jasmine and Kelsey, the immigration attorney to practically all of the foreigner 90-day cast members who need to get their green cards. They sent her a bouquet and a balloon for her birthday. She should have told them, save the money you're going to spend on the flowers and donate it to my GoFundMe. I mean, she was just kissing Shekinah not too long ago. Why isn't her buddy Shekinah donating to her GoFundMe? She's friends with Sean and Aaliyah. Sean was all about happy birthday, Nikki. Why isn't he donating to the GoFundMe? Okay, like what the fuck? Why do these cast members automatically feel entitled to ask the fans for shit that they want? Not necessarily shit that they need, but shit that they want. So really, a 50K GoFundMe for a 50th birthday party. Hey, listen, I would have loved to have a fabulous 50th birthday party, but I didn't. Oh well, I'm still here. I'm still standing. Anyway, so Sorper thanks his parents for their support because Shekinah is too busy going around kissing Nikki. So even though they can't be there in person, I guess they watch him via Skype or whatever, and they're wearing his t-shirts. Family support. Okay. Ikara doing a fit check because she's going crazy being cooped up in the house. And, Nico being adorable as always. Yes, I agree. People are struggling, and asking for a 50 grand GoFundMe is disgusting. Totally agree with you, Sherry. Okay, and Donna, thank you. I Googled Nikki was Dolores's first guest on Dolores's show. Now it makes sense. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. It's a 100 days of school for those of you guys who have school age kids. I don't have a school age kid anymore, but I've seen all these social media posts. So it's 100 days of school. So here is Alex with his little old man for 100 days of school. Okay. And Veronica makes her reappearance back on social media, you guys, like nothing happened. Okay. No mention of the DV, with her and fiance, just her and Artemis out in the snow. Okay. That's a great way of sweeping it under the rug. Chantel and Ashley are asking for gifts. They're jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else. Hey, listen, if Jasmine could do a baby registry and Julia could do a baby registry, Ashley and Chantel, who have their wedding date, by the way, on their registry as July 19th, 2027, they could have their own Amazon registry as well, you guys. So you could contribute to their honeymoon fund. You could contribute to their gift card fund or buy them a bunch of useless appliances that'll probably just remain as dust collectors. But hey, they also have their own registry. Why do they expect the fans to buy them shit? Okay, isn't it good enough that we watch this trash TV, which in turn gives the show ratings, which in turn keeps them employed? Isn't that good enough? But no, they have to hit us up for side shit too. Okay, anyway, so congratulations to Stan Jeanette, Chantel's sister-in-law. She is married to Chantel's oldest brother, Royal. Okay, you guys may remember them from the first couple of seasons. Mama Karen made Aunt Jeanette miserable. Well, congratulations. She just had her second child with Royal, a little baby girl. So congratulations. And James and Tata. Okay, James is visiting, what is this place called again? The Ice Castle in Woodstock, New Hampshire. And he said it was incredible. And Tata, of course, is missing home as usual. So, Mary, as in Mary and Brandon, okay, they posted on Facebook that Mary now is a high risk pregnancy. Okay, and basically, she is very anemic and she needs to get plenty of rest and avoiding stress. And the baby is positioned very low in her belly, which could be dangerous if it drops even lower. And on top of that, Mary's grandmother is in the hospital. She has a respiratory virus. So it's been a lot on Mary and Brandon. So Brandon's basically thanking everybody for their support and blah blah. Okay, so Shida is super mom. Watching this video is kind of scary. Okay, her baby fell down the stairs, but she was right there. So I'm gonna have to mute the music for this. But yeah, let me share this with you guys. Let me get my screen blown up. She was right there, you guys. Thank goodness he's okay. And Supermom was there to save the day. Okay, craziness. I am so glad I'm no longer in that stage where I have to worry about my son, falling and breaking his neck on shit. Okay, so that was scary. Okay, and ATM eating grapefruit. I think this is so fucking cute. I just had to share this with you guys. I'm trying to share a little positivity because I know I started off with a lot of negativity with the Scott shit, but I just had to get that off my chest. So let's try to end this with some positivity. And this is cute as fuck.
Wait, no, are you gonna eat it? Don't put it on the table. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. Great.
I think ATM is so cute. And Emily, I really think that she is a great mom and she manages to handle controlled chaos. So, just a couple of miscellaneous before I let you guys go. We have Brandon with his dog, and hopefully, we'll get to see the baby one day. We have Tiffany, Miami bound. Hello, Miami. We have Alina, who is very, very pretty. I've always thought Alina was one of the most beautiful women on this show. We have Benny's sister, Wish. Happy birthday to Kalani's son, Oliver. Okay. Um, we have Russ on the ski slopes. Hello, darlings, to Shannon and Mate from last season of 90 Day UK. And that is basically all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me. Thank you, everybody, in my live chat. I greatly, greatly appreciate everyone. And thank you, everyone, watching me on the replay. Please subscribe if you don't already. Double check that you are subscribed. Share my video with a friend or 10. And thank you. That's basically it. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.